day 2 of 30 days of ham radio. Yesterday was day 1, and we went out to the park, went to Galveston Island State Park, did some parks on the air, 20 meter single sideband, 15 meter single sideband. Made a few contacts on 15 meters, not nearly as many as I would have liked. The band was up because I could hear noises. Well, I could hear noises on the FT8 frequency, and then I could hear conversations going on other parts of the band. So I tuned up and down. There were a couple of DX stations in there. There was one guy in there that was a Sierra Papa station, and after listening to him for like 3 or 4 minutes, I'm like, this guy, I don't think he could hear very well, because he kept asking people to slow down. And a lot of guys were giving their call sign very, very slowly, and he still kept asking them to slow down. He just wasn't hearing them. So either he was having reception issues or his physical hearing was not as good as it was. But it's fun to hunt around on the 10, 15, and 17 meter bands. If you do parks on the air, go down to the frequency of, on 10 meters, go to 28.074. On 15 meters, go to 21.074. And on 17 meters, go to 18.100. And if you hear a digital noise on there, then you know the band is probably up and running. If that frequency, that's the FT8 frequency, and we're going to do some FT8 here in a couple of days. If that frequency has noise on it, if you can hear kind of like a high hiss, high whine noise, like a digital sound, then most likely the band is working and open right now, and you'll be able to make contacts on it. Maybe a lot of contacts, maybe only a few short contacts, don't know. But kind of depends on how the band works that day. I woke up this morning, checked my emails, looked through some messages that I'd received on Discord and whatnot, and reached out to several people on my Discord server and said, hey, I'm going to be on the Allstar system today. Today we're going to talk about Allstar. Allstar is an internet-connected system that connects repeaters and nodes to each other over the internet. You can run Allstar on a private network, like on an Arden network, or on a local area network, or even on like over a VPN tunnel if you want to not share it to the world. But generally speaking, Allstar is a system of repeaters and nodes connected to one another over the internet. You can go onto stats.allstarlink.org or stats.allstarlink.com, one of them, and look up node numbers. You can look up people by their call signs. You can look up city and state to see if you have any Allstar nodes or repeaters near you, anything near you that might be on the system, so you can search that way. If you go to hamradio2.com/Allstar, you can see my Allmon page. Allmon is a application that runs on the Allstar server that shows you everyone who's connected right now. It's real time. I can log in and kick people off or add people, connect to other nodes through the Allmon page. The only reason I ever kick people off of that system is because they've got a keyed down mic, or someone has connected to a really, really large network somewhere else in the United States or in the world, and I don't like connecting to really large networks. I like my hub to be available to the Ham Radio 2.0 subscribers. We got people connected from all over the United States. There's several European and British stations that are in there. There's a guy from VK land, which is Australia, that will connect in there every now and then. It can be a really fun system. Some people will tell you that internet-connected devices are not ham radio. And while I can kind of see that sentiment, there's a lot of things inside of ham radio that run over the internet as an enhancement. So Allstar is just basically analog voice. You can use any analog radio, handheld, mobile, base station radio, to talk into a repeater that is connected via Allstar. Well, if that internet connection goes down, that repeater is still up and working, and you're still talking on analog voice over the repeater. And if you're not in repeater range, you can use simplex over analog voice, FM simplex, or sideband if you're on HF, but FM simplex up on VHF, UHF. Most Allstar nodes are on VHF, UHF around the 144 megahertz range and the 440 megahertz range. My node that I have running in my truck right now, which is what we're about to use today, is on 437.55, but I have it connected. That's just basically a personal node for me, and I have it connected full time to my Allstar hub, which you guys are welcome to connect to. If you don't know what Allstar is, I've got lots of videos on this channel about it. If you have an Allstar system that you want to connect up to us, connect to 43136. That's my hub. It's running in the cloud 24/7. It's running the new AllStarLink 3 version, ASL 3 version that just came out a few months ago. It's been working great, and since it's in the the cloud, it runs 24/7. It's up all the time, so you can always connect to that. And like I said, I'm on it most every day. But today we're going to drive down the road. We're going to do some Allstar work. I'm going to talk to some people all over the country from a 5-watt connection inside my truck through my Allstar node that's internet connected through the internet in my truck. We're going to talk into that system. And then tonight we're going to join a net from a local group down here on the Gulf Coast of Texas, but they have a Allstar system that they have up and running 24/7, and they have a net tonight. So we're going to connect to that net tonight, and we're going to see what this is all about. So follow along. Thanks for joining. All right, so we're going to go to, we're just going to drive. I'm just going to drive and use my Allstar node that is in the back of the truck and connected to my full-time internet in the truck. And we're going to drum up some QSOs and do some ham radio on the road. Ham radio on the road is fun. You can use Allstar, you can use Simplex, you can use HF. I might do some mobile HF. Maybe mobile HF day should be a day. That might be fun. Okay, I might try that. Today we're doing Allstar. So let's see what this is about. All right, so this one here, so here's my setup in the truck. I'm going to be using my ICOM ID 5200 that's connected to that's running on the frequency of my Sherry node, which is in the back, that's the one in the back seat. I've got Simplex monitoring over here. I've got APRS running up here. We're going to do an episode on APRS soon also. And this is not something you should do while driving. Okay, so disclaimer, don't watch this while you're driving, but I do have my Allmon page up there so I can see who's connected. I can make sure that I'm still connected. There I am right there. 46437 is the hub number that's in my truck, and this entire page right here is my hub server 43136, which is right there. You can see and anyone can connect to it, and then anyone can see this page by going to hamradio2.com/allstar as well. KC5HWB listing on Allstar.
Yeah, you are in New Hampshire.
Hey, good morning, Eric. I think it's still morning for you there. N1JUR, KC5HWB. What's up?
Not that much, my friend. And yeah, we're not that far off the clock there from you Central Time, folks. Only an hour.
Only an hour. Yeah, you guys are Eastern time out there, I guess. So, good deal, man. Well, I think I'm going to get rained on here in a minute. We got some rain clouds rolling in here, but it's been a pretty morning other than that so far.
Actually, nice and cool here. Apparently, Canada wants to, let us remind us of the cold season that is coming up on us, and being where we're, just barely creeping up on Labor Day. That I would have expected at least some hotter temperatures or a little Indian summer, but at this point, it's beginning to feel like I should be wearing, at least a hoodie.
We haven't seen that yet. It's been hot and humid here. Although not much so. We had some rain a couple days ago, kind of washed the humidity out of the air, but it was, it's mid to high 80s during the day. And if the humidity stays out, that's a pretty good temperature for me. I'm just going to sit on the seawall, do some Allstar because I can. My truck is right behind me right there, and I'm still using the HT to talk into the Allstar node in the truck. So let's see if Freddie Mac is out there. He said he'd be out there later. KD5FMU, KC5HWB.
KC5HWB, KC5FMU, go ahead.
Hey buddy, I just wondered if you were out there today. Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir. Trying to get stuff set up at the new house. Got the internet turned on yesterday, the real internet, and finally got a few nodes online. So, yeah, it's going to be a good day, I hope. It's raining, but it's going to be a good day.
Yeah, it looks like threatening rain coming my way, too. If you look up in the sky, the clouds are blowing to the west, but the storm clouds, I guess, are above them or below them or something because they're moving in from the west. It's kind of weird. You can see the clouds moving one way, but then the dark clouds are getting closer. Doesn't make any sense.
No, it's one swirl from Oklahoma City to the northeast all the way up to around Missouri. And it's all just kind of building and back building.
Well, hopefully you stay, hopefully it's not too bad for you. We've the 2 rainstorms we've had since we've been down here on the island have lasted like an hour, and then it cleared up, became a really beautiful day after that. And it's nice because they wash the humidity out of the air. But if a swell from Oklahoma to Missouri, that might be serious. You might be in that for a while. Hopefully not, though. 73. Thanks for being out there, and always good to talk to you. KC5 HWB on the seawall. That's the node in the truck way back there.
73, K85, SMU.
Wonder how far away I can get from it. Of course, I've got the ZBM2 antenna on this bad boy. It's my Kenwood D75. Fantastic radio. KC5 HWB on the seawall. Anyone else monitoring? There was a Mike 7.
K3JRZ, good morning.
Oh. K3JRZ, good morning, Jeff. How are you? KC5 HWB.
I'm doing good. Just had a phone call with my insurance company, and I'm going to go outside in a little bit and try to build a fence on my gate. So, going to take care of that finally, hopefully.
Well, you must be having better weather than Freddie Mac is if you're going to build a fence today.
It's been pretty nice out here on the East Coast, at least in Delaware. At least it's been rather cool, which I'll take. It's going to be in the mid-70s today, so it hasn't been all doom and gloom like it has been there in Oklahoma. But when the Hurricane Aaron passed like 2 weeks ago, it was overcast for a few days, but we didn't get anything from it though. But I will take the cooler weather. It's nice to have the temperatures below 80 degrees and not normal like it has been in the past. Normally it's in the 90s during August.
Yep, here as well. Been in Galveston for the last 4 days. It's been in the mid to high 80s out here. We've had like an hour's worth of rainstorm every day, but then it's been clear and sunny after that. So looks like we might have some rain coming in soon, but I don't know. But it's good to hear. Yeah, Eric from New Hampshire was in there earlier. He was saying that you guys were having a bit of a cold spell during the nighttime, so that's probably a welcome change. Still hearing it. Little bit of static and what they call bacon frying coming in from the background when when it's transmitting back to you, but not too bad.
This is Mike 7 Hotel Tango M7HHT listening through for any calls and standing by.
Mike 7 Hotel Tango. Good afternoon. KC5 HWB, Texas.
KC5 HWB, oh, we meet again, second time. I think I only just spoke to you earlier today, about maybe 40 minutes ago maybe.
Yeah, we spoke earlier. I'm making some videos about Allstar today, and talked to 2 or 3 people in the States just a bit ago, and decided to, wanted to make a second part to it. And I heard you call in there. I was like, okay. And talk to a station with a Mike 7 call sign. So tell me roughly where you're at.
This is Mike 7 Hotel Tango returning. My QTH at the moment is at Hertfordshire in the UK, 40 miles north of London from where I am at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, not 40 miles, 40 kilometres north of London. So yeah, not too far out from London at the moment. But yeah, lovely signal coming in from you. Yeah.
Okay, copy the 40 kilometers north of London in the UK. That's great. It's sounding great coming out here through the Allstar system into well, of course, my Allstar hub is in the cloud somewhere. I think the server is actually in California, but it's a cloud server I installed ASL3 in not too long ago, and that's what I have everyone connect to. But yeah, Hams over IP. I did a video about them a while back, not too long ago, and how they're stepping up now that Ham Shack hotline is shutting down. So I've had 3 or 4 or 5 people email me or hit me up in Discord about coming onto the show and setting up an IP phone that I've had an IP phone for a long time. I just never did set it up with anything. So we're going to get that set up and rolling, and it's going to be another way to connect to the Allstar system. So I'm looking forward to that. I get a shrimp and a fish taco, both grilled with lettuce. Shrimp and stuffed tacos. I've never been to shrimp and stuff on the island of Galveston. You're missing out. I got these from the food truck location here and down here on the west end, closer to Jamaica Beach and to the state park.
My name is Scott, and my call sign is N7FGP on the W5 LCR repeater system with the Crossroads Ham Radio Club's Thursday Night Net.
Before we begin accepting general check-ins, if anyone has any amateur radio news or announcements or information to share with the net, please give your call sign and the net will recognize you now.
November 8, Papa Charlie.
5 Lima Kilo, K5LK.
Okay, we picked up a couple there, K5LK, Bill, and N8, Papa Charlie. N8, Papa Charlie, go ahead with your announcement, please.
Yeah, the name here is Brad, November 8, Papa Charlie, located in Findlay, Ohio. I just wanted to let people know that as of 10 o'clock this morning, the Ham Shack hotline has been shut down. Just FYI. So if you'd like to, you can come on over to Hams Over IP at hamsoverip.com and sign up and get your extension there and be connected worldwide. There'll be more about this a little bit later in case you have information or need information. I will be around. But as of today at 10 o'clock this morning, Ham Shack hotline has shut down its service.
Okay, Brad, thank you for that information. Let's move on down to our next comment or announcement, and that's Bill, K5LK. Good evening, Bill.
Hey, Scott. Good evening, everybody on the net. Let me see if Bill ITZ. Bill, do you want to make an announcement on the 500 members? That's an awesome little article in the newsletter. If you're there, I'll turn it over to you, K5LK, and then we'll talk about the survey.
Yeah, this is W5ITZ. I'll go ahead and take that one, Bill. Thank you for the intro there. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure everyone was aware that the club hit a milestone in membership this week, and we signed up our 500th member, far exceeding the expectations of what the original founders ever thought the club would be. But we're very, very proud and excited, and it is 500 amazing amateur radio operators that demonstrate kindness and helpfulness on the airwaves every day. So congratulations to you all. It's your club, and we're just as excited about it as you are. And thanks for your membership. This is W5ITZ.
I'm going to relax the controlled net portion of tonight's net and ask everyone to give a nice, warm welcome to our new members. Ready, set, go.
Welcome from Joe,
W5ITZ, Bill and Ganado.
Welcome to the club from KJ5 BPH, Jonathan in Angleton.
Welcome to the club, guys, from KI5.
That was funny. I like that. That was good. So no All-Star check-ins. They called for DMR and YSF check-ins, but no All-Star. Kilo Charlie 5, Hotel Whiskey Bravo. Kilo Charlie 5, Hotel Whiskey Bravo. Jason, Island of Galveston. Now they'll come back to me.
This is.
They'll come back and they'll call a round of check-ins, which is what I've been listening to for the last, 30 minutes. It's a long net, in a good way. When you bring All-Star and Fusion and DMR into it and have so many linked repeaters across the way, it's makes for longer nets. There's just more people reaching out to more people in more areas and larger areas, and makes for a longer net. Right here is a map from their website of all of the repeaters in the coverage area down the Gulf Coast of Texas, all the way from Beaumont up there at the top right corner down to Corpus Christi.
Next we have Jason, KC5HWB. Good evening, Jason. Tacos or pizza?
Yeah, good evening to the net. KC5HWB down here in Galveston. I heard someone earlier say breakfast tacos, so if it's breakfast tacos, if that's an option, then breakfast tacos. If not, then pizza. But enjoy hearing all the stations across the area on the net tonight. Thanks for letting me check in. And 73 to all. KC5HWB.
All right, Jason. Thank you for checking in tonight. And yeah, it's hard to beat a good breakfast taco.
And that net will go for another, I don't know, it's already been going 40 minutes now. It doesn't seem like it's been that long. It seems like it's been maybe 15 minutes, but it'll probably go for another half hour or more. But that's All-Star. And All-Star is literally one of my favorite things to do in ham radio today. I did DMR for a while. We'll probably do an episode during this 30-day series for DMR. And I enjoyed DMR for a while. But I just kind of got into All-Star because one of the reasons that I like All-Star better than other modes. is because Allstar, it's all technically digital, but DMR, Fusion, and D-Star are digital voice. Allstar is analog voice, even though it's digitally sent over the internet. But you can use Allstar with any analog radio. Your Baofeng radios, your TYT radios, ICOM, Kenwood, Yaesu, any radio off the shelf will do, and that does analog, you can use with Allstar. So it gives you a little bit more options there. And the sound quality on Allstar is fantastic. Those guys were all coming in through my node over the internet, and it sounded like they were on a local repeater near me. So it's a really good system, really fun and easy to operate, and I've been enjoying it a lot. This is the end of day 2 for 30 days of ham radio. We are doing a fundraiser for the ARRL Teachers Institute. Check out arrl.org/30 days. Link in the description below. We're going to raise money for the Teachers Institute and get more teachers and more students interested in amateur radio. See you guys tomorrow.